I lost 100 pounds by doing at-home body weight workouts, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys one of the workouts that I did consistently throughout my weight loss journey when I was short on time, didn't have the energy, and was just not motivated to work out. Today I'm challenging you to get down on the floor with me and try these movements and prove to yourself that you can start working out right now. Let's get into it. The best part about working out at home is that you can wear whatever you want and you don't have anyone there to judge you unless you're putting it on YouTube. I'm gonna be showing you guys some modified movements because when I first started my weight loss journey, I couldn't do a lot of things. I had a big old belly and like an apron hung down, so I had to modify. Also, my ankles were hurting, my wrists were hurting. So until I built up strength in those areas, I had to modify movements. And I know a lot of you are at that point yourself and you don't feel like you know what to do to modify the movements so you can at least do them for the entire workout. Today, we're only focusing on 4 movements. For your entire workout, your goal is to do 35 seconds of work with 15 seconds of rest in between. You're going to be doing all of those movements 5 times, and that's gonna give you a 20-minute workout. First up, we're gonna start with squats. This is the regular version of a squat right here. Now, if you're more advanced, you can add a jump in at the top of your squats. Squat and hop. Now, what if I'm heavy, I haven't worked out in a long time, my knees are hurting? I got you. First of all, you wanna make sure that your legs are nice and wide open so that way you have room for your belly to go. You want to sit back, don't go all the way down, and come up, okay? Now you can also modify this by sitting on a bench. When I first started my weight loss journey, squats, I felt it in my knees, I felt it in my calves, I felt it in places that I felt like I should not have been feeling it, but that is because you have supporting muscles that have to get strengthened before you can hit those primary muscles. So it's totally normal to feel like you're not doing it right. I promise, the more you do it, the better it will feel. You're just gonna sit down and stand up. Sit down and stand up. Now, if you need to use your legs for support, that's fine. Eventually though, the goal is to be able to do these without any leg support. It's a perfect way to modify squats. Let's talk about push-ups. When I first started working out, I could not do push-ups because my wrists were absolutely killing me. And that is because I didn't have the range of motion. And this just put a lot of pressure on my wrists because I was so much heavier. I was 100 pounds heavier than I am now. Would I be able to do a full push-up with 100 pounds on my back right now? No, absolutely not. That's why it's important for you to modify workouts for where you are currently. So a modified push-up, when I first started working out, this is what I did. I was on my hands and knees, and I would go down and kiss the floor. Now it's important to not do them like this. Do you see the difference between this and this? You want to make sure that your shoulders are on top of your wrist. If being on all fours is still too much for you and you can't do that comfortably, what you want to do is you want to go to a wall or even a couch elevated surface that's going to take some pressure off of your wrist and put more weight into your feet. So I have my bench right here. And this is the movement. The higher up your hands are on a surface, the easier it's going to be. So then an easier version of that is going to be up against a wall right here. Once you get to that point and you can do that for 35 seconds, it's time to level up to the next challenging version of that workout, which is going to be this. We're going to bring our hips forward. We're going to come down and up. And then of course the full out version of that is going to be, honestly, I haven't done a push-up since I had my baby, so I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll try it. We're gonna find out right now. That's where my push-up is at. And then shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Our next movement are inchworms. When I first started working out, inchworms were very hard for me, so the way that I modified it was I was on my knees, walk them out, get those shoulders on top of your hands, and walk them back in. You are going to feel this in your core. You're going to feel this in your shoulders. You may even feel it a little bit in your back. As long as there's no sharp shooting pains, you are okay. Don't be scared to push yourself. Okay? Now, a more full out version of that is going to be from a standing up position. Place your hands down. Feet are wide so you have room for your belly if you have one. We're coming here, we're walking out, and walk it back in. If doing it on the floor is too easy for you, but doing it from your feet is too challenging, then this is the in the middle version of that workout. So feet are wide, so there's space for our tummies. What you're going to do is you're going to bend down until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Place your hands on the floor, walk it out. Oh, right there is all I can do. And then walk it back in. Last movement is going to be another lower body movement. We're laying flat on the floor. I'm taking my toes, spreading them open and gripping my toes into the floor while also pushing through my heel. And I'm going to bring my hips up to create that straight line from my shoulders, hips, and knees. And bring it down. Now, if you can, when you go down, don't completely let all of the tension out of your body. You still want to keep that tension and just barely tap your booty down and bring it back up. Tap the booty down and bring it back up. If you need a more modified version, that's totally fine. You're just going to barely bring it up and down, up and down. Do what you can. To make this movement more challenging, I would add a resistance band around my knees and keep my knees pressed out against that band and do the same movement. Or if I want a more challenging version of that movement, I'm going to cross my leg over my knee and I'm going to push up and I'll do single leg glute bridges. Now here's the challenge. You're going to be doing those 4 movements 5 times through, 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. That'll put you at a 20-minute workout. You can cater this workout to your specific needs, you can make it more advanced, or you can bring it down and modify it to whatever version of the workout that you need. Remember, modified workouts are not any less of a workout. Everybody has their own starting point. Don't focus on what you cannot do, focus on what you can do. Focus on getting stronger in what you can do. But just make sure that whatever you are doing, it is challenging. So after a few weeks, if you're not feeling challenged by the modified movements, then move yourself up to a more challenging version of each exercise. You will get stronger and you will see those changes happening. Remember though, it's not all about workouts. I recommend you start with nutrition. And if you don't know where to start with your nutrition, I just posted a 5-day meal plan that's easy to follow. I include the grocery list and the recipes and the layout for the entire 5 days. So go check out that video, and until then, I'll see you guys next week. Remember, if you're not changing it, you're choosing it. Bye guys.